Hey guys, Hobbs here. I wanted to make a follow-up video to the first one I did about iron condors. Hopefully you guys have gone through and looked at some of this stuff, maybe done some of the dojo courses and gotten familiar with this page. I wanted to show you a new iron condor that I put on with IBM. And this is it right here. I did two calls and two spreads, and I'll show you what that looks like in a second. Let's see, that's the IBM. I made $218 at expiration, which is April 17th, and these numbers don't really matter because it's going to bounce around a little bit. So I just want to show you that over here on the chart. This is the other platform, and I'll put in IBM. And the reason I did this trade is because earnings is coming out on the 20th, which is the Monday after the expiration. And there's real low volume in here, and I think it's just going to kind of bounce around in here to the expiration. And these are my strike prices here. The 166.13 is where I lose money on the upside, and the 153 is where I start losing money on the downside. And you can see there's pretty good resistance right there. And this almost looks like a double top right there, around the 164 3/4 range. And so I wanted to show you this one real quick, and I also wanted to show you another thing, how I set up to find these. What happens is I built these scans in here, and if you have a paper account, you can't put them in here, but what you can do is put them in this scan right here. Okay, so this is how you do this. You go to the stock hacker, see option hacker, stock hacker right there. All symbols, all, let's just do ETFs. All ETFs. Okay, the last price is greater than $10. I don't like messing with anything below $10. The volume is more than 1 million, and that's per day. And this study here, it has earnings, but obviously ETFs don't have earnings. So we want to come down here and look at volatility. Because when you sell premium, you always want to have a volatility, an IV percentile. See how it says IV percentile? And then right here, you want this number to be at least a minimum of 50 and somewhere up to 100. So I put 101, so it includes 100. And I can just hit scan, and it comes up with the ETFs. And see how it has IV percentile here, and it's all ranked. If you don't see that, what you need to do is right-click on here, go to Customize, and then you can change any of these, the set. So in order to get IV percentile right there, right there, just type in IV here, and it'll start coming up. Let's see, IV, available items, IV. Oh, right there, right, IV percentile. See that one? And then you just add it. I already have it added, so you say okay, and then the volume is obviously above 1 million. And this is what I've done over here. I've just built stocks and ETF scans, and I'll have it on chart, and I'll come over here and I'll look for stocks, and I can, just like the other one, I can sort it by IV percentile, and I can come down here and I'll look at these charts. Okay, so I'll look at this one, United Health Group. It's pulled back a little bit, but it's really on a tear. This Rovi, they came out with a drug, and it didn't do well, so that's why it's really tanked. And I'll just kind of look through here, and I'll find something that's not just off the chart high. This looks like a good possibility. I don't even know what it is, but it's above its low of 39, and it's just trending. It's nice, got a nice trend upwards. So if I want to draw a line on there, I can use trend line, and I can just, you know, I can draw, oh, that's not a trend line. That's, I can draw a line like that. You guys, I'm sure you've probably done charting before, so I'm not going to go into this too much. But, you know, I mean, it's trending up, so you might be able to find something in here. So the way you do it is you go to trade, and then you, over here, you bring up the options chain, and you don't want April because it's only 13 days to expiration. For any of these iron condors, you want at least 25 to 50 days. And if you're going to err on the side of high. So no less than 25, 50, or greater. This is 41. And there's a couple ways you can do this. What I like to do is come in here and right click right in the middle and then sell. We're selling premium because that's the best way to make money in options. Go down here to Iron Condor and it'll automatically put it in here for you with the May expiration, and it'll automatically put in 1 and Iron Condor. And this one's at $1.77 credit, which is huge. And I know why. It's because it's really narrow here. So we'll go in and we'll show you what that looks like on the analyzer. Okay, so what this looks like is here's the Iron Condor. And this right here, this little gray line, that is the current price. So see how it's really close here? I don't like that because this stock is going to go up. So here's 48, 49, 50. I think this stock's going to go up. If anything, I want that price to be over here to the low side. So what I'm going to show you is touch this button over here, and then you can set slices to break even and put that on 516. And that'll set these slices, okay? And let's just show you on the chart. You can set slices to chart, bam, and it'll put it right on the chart. But I don't like that. I think it's going to continue to go up. This line looks pretty good. I can even raise that up a little bit here to a 44 area range. But I need to raise this because I think this is going up. So I'll go back to the Analyze tab, and I have to change these prices. I have to change it on the call side because I think it's going to go up. So let's change this to, let's say 55 and 52.50. These are 250 wits. Okay. Okay, so right there is the silver line. It's really hard to see, I know, but that's the price. There, I put the line there for the price. So I can change the put side. I can bring it up a little bit more too. 47.50, and that might be too much. And yeah, that's too much. Not 47.50. 45 and 47.50. Oh, I'm sorry, 42.50. Like that. So there's the line. I might even bring it up a little bit more, but let's see what that looks like. Okay, go back over here, set slices to break even. That way it puts the lines there. And then I can go slices to chart. Bam. Okay, so now look at that. So here's the bottom where I start losing money. And here, look how high the top is. But let's check real quick how much that's going to make me. You have to unlock it. $1.02. Okay, so what that looks like in the trade is I'm going to make $102 because it's one contract, and my max loss is $148. This is looking pretty good. There's a couple of rules that you want to stick to. Because this stock strike prices are 250, this number here, you always want to have a rule of thumb that 1/3 of the strike price is your earnings. You're going to make at least 1/3 of the strike price. Otherwise, it's not enough. You can lock and unlock that. What that means is if it's unlocked, it'll change to whatever the current values are when I change this. So 1/3 of $2.50. What is that? That's 60 cents, right? So that's above 60 cents. And you can even make this wider if you want, and that price will go down. So let's make this 57. Oh, 57.50 is not traded. Maybe 60's traded and 55. But see how that went down? So that 55, yeah, it's 2.5. So 57.50 is not traded. So that's why it's in red. So you have to go back to probably 55 and 52.50. So let's just stick with that for now. And again, this is what it looks like on the chart. Yeah, it looks pretty good, actually. There you go. So what I'll do is I will take a look at that. And a couple of other things. When you go to confirm and send here, you don't want to hit send because that's going to send the order. But what I want to know is how much buying power effect that's going to have. And the reason I do iron condors, it's only minus $160 on my buying power. I'm going to make 102, and my max loss is about 148. So that's a pretty good trade. I kind of like that one. I'll have to keep an eye on that one. Let's look at the chart one more time. There it is. It would have to hit this line by May, which is this vertical line, or this yellow line by May to lose money. As long as it stays in there, I'm good to go. And again, the way you scan for these is you go to the stock hacker, all symbols, ETFs, or all stocks. Put in all stocks. And then one thing you want to add for the stocks is add another study, because you do not want earnings to affect this. So go to corporate actions, earnings, does not have earnings anytime in the next. You want to put that out to probably 40 days. Okay, 40 bars, and it says bars, but it's over here, it's days. So hit scan. And okay, so now here are all the IV percentile ranked and the volume. And I just go through these and take a look. And I know that the IV rank, anything above 50, I want to sell premium. So there you go. It has, I don't know how many that is, but 20, 30, 40, something like that. And I'll just take a look at them, and I'll try to find ones that look like this. And then I'll put the trade in. And I only do one a month or so. And I earn, $100 and $200 every month. And hopefully you guys have, been able to follow this and maybe gotten comfortable with this. So if you have any questions, you can just leave messages on the board or give me a jingle. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later.